Hi, I'm Psiman and welcome to this short video where I'm going to reflect on 10 years on YouTube. It came as a bit of a shock that it's been that long since I uploaded my first video. I knew it was coming around the end of 2020 and the other day I thought I better check YouTube and find out when it was or is the 10-year mark, and it turned out, well, it's today, the 12th of November. 12th of November 2020 today, 12th of November 2010 when I uploaded that first video wearing this same t-shirt and using this camera. Yes, I managed to dig out the old JVC Wonder 1080i video camera, and yes, I know the picture quality is not that great. It's a bit washed out, isn't it? It's got pretty awful sound, but I thought, well, I've got the t-shirt, I've got that first issue of Retro Gamer magazine that I talked about in there, and I thought, well, why not have them all together again and we can recreate that awful first video, which I will put a link in the description down below for you guys to check out if you're interested and want to have a laugh at how bad it was, because it was awful and I was really uncomfortable. In fact, I'm a little bit uncomfortable now using this camera. So let's go back to the Canon 200D. In fact, cameras are something that have changed over the years. Yes, I started on the JVC, then I moved to a Canon 60D, which I had for many years and was really happy with. Then I got a Panasonic G7 to toy around with 4K. Then I got this 200D because I wanted to have decent autofocus, which sadly the Panasonic does not have. And then I got a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K because I wanted something with really good picture quality. And unfortunately no autofocus at all on that one, or at least not continuous autofocus for video. Unfortunately, due to that lovely virus that's out there supposedly, and the subsequent demolition of the economy, I have been unable to get a job. My wife has lost her job thanks to the fact that EFL schools have closed down. Students are not coming to the UK, so her school couldn't afford to keep her on. And yeah, as you can see, I'm not in Harrogate anymore. We've moved to Hertfordshire, or I should say moved back to Hertfordshire, because that's where my wife and I are originally from. And we're taking advantage of my parents' hospitality. They've allowed us to move into their house rent-free for a while until we're back on our feet. So yes, I know. Change in camera equipment. I've downgraded my PC a bit as well. I sold my RTX 2070 Super, luckily for not too much less than I bought it for, and just put the old GTX 1070 in there. So thankfully, you know, I can still play video games, just not quite as nice graphics as they were before. And yeah, so I'm back to using the 1080p EOS 200D camera, but I quite like it. I've still got the same lens that I had off the 60D all those years ago, and it's a nice, still a reasonably good picture quality for such an old or low spec camera. But yes, well, what I was going to talk to you about in this video was, well, what was it that inspired me to make YouTube videos? Well, it's kind of this magazine which I picked up for the Space Harrier review or article in there. But it turned out that I think I found this article the most interesting. RetroTube. And it turned out, after watching a few of them, that it was one of these YouTubers, Happy Console Gamer, who really inspired me to want to make YouTube videos. And I must say, well, I have done. Over the years, I've made a grand total of 130 videos across 2 channels and a whopping 32,000 views. Not for my most popular video, no, that's for all of my videos. This is, by all standards, a wildly unsuccessful YouTube channel. 32,000 views in 10 years. Some of you guys make that in one video. In fact, my most successful video, a mouse review, got about 4,000 of those views. So yeah, most of my videos pick up between 50 and 300 views. 300's kind of around where my subscriber count has been for a long time. And thank you to my subscribers. In fact, I should say thanks, well, to Johnny Millennium. Thank you very much for inspiring me to become a YouTuber of sorts. And thank you, Steve Benway, for responding to a comment I left on your video after making my first Gamers Living Room episode about Citadel. Strange to think, but I didn't actually watch any other reviews of Citadel or any other videos about them on YouTube before making mine. I can't remember whether I didn't want to be influenced by other videos or whether it was just I was probably just so excited to make a video about a game that I was really passionate about, and still am. I still love that little game. But after doing that, I left Steve a comment and he watched my video, and then he shouted me out at the end of his Friday talkie that week, which was such a big deal because for I think a lot of people in the retro gaming community on YouTube, that was one of their favourite shows, and it was mine, or came to be one of my favourite shows because I hadn't seen it before then. I didn't know about it. And yeah, Steve, thank you so much for doing that, because some of the people who came over in that first batch of 30 or so subscribers are still watching this channel, at least from time to time these days. I know that Mark Vahir, I think he's the first of that group that I can remember coming to the channel, saying hello, and then watching his videos. And then I think it was Pete Sneztastic. I think he was in that first group, and I'm pretty sure he introduced me to Alex Blutonic78, who's another fantastic YouTuber that I've had a little bit of interaction with over the years, and I still watch your videos, Alex, and yours as well, Pete. And oh, well, you'll know because I sometimes leave comments, but you know, I normally watch more than I comment on, but I still don't get to see every video that everybody makes. But it's great to see both of you guys still making YouTube videos on your channel. Dave, Lawn Boys Post 1975. It's great to see you're still around, putting out tons of content, making great videos. And Into Ghost as well. Adam, great to see that you're still putting out videos as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are lots of you out there. I mean, some of you that I haven't seen for a long time. Ed T, 1138. Oh God, I used to love watching the top 3 Tuesday, and oh dear, I don't know about you guys, but it feels that YouTube's kind of community aspect, I think, taking away the ability to do video responses, and it's not so easy to instantly message people these days. At least I don't think it is. It's kind of lost something by taking that away. And yeah, I sometimes wonder whether YouTube's the right place for a little channel like this. Maybe there's some other platform. I wouldn't even mind paying a monthly fee or a yearly fee for something that's got a lot of those community features built in. If there is something like that, please tell me, because yeah, I'd really like to move over to a site like that. But yes, thank you to all of you who've watched over the years, those of you that have made videos and shared them with us, those of you who've just commented and don't make your own videos. it's great to see regular names popping up again, leaving comments, and yeah, it's the best bit about YouTube, isn't it? That kind of social interaction. So yes, as I said, I didn't want to make this video too long because of internet problems that I've got at the moment. BT need to install a line. The one that we've got installed at the house worked at first, then went down, and now we're using this little mini hub thing, so we're getting about 2 meg a second download. God knows what the upload speed is. I'm hoping to get this video up tonight, but it might well be Friday the 13th by the time you guys actually get to watch this. But I'll leave it here and say thanks again for watching. Please leave comments down in the comments section. Obviously, I was planning originally to make a much longer video where I was going to talk about some of my favorite videos that I've made over the years. So maybe I'll do that in another video when I've got more bandwidth to upload. But well, maybe in the comments you could leave, if there are any videos that you liked in particular, or any particular memories you have of my channel over the last 10 years, then please, you know, take a minute or two to leave a comment to let me know what you think. Even if you think it's terrible, you think I'm a total loser, please tell me. So from my living room to wherever you are, this is Psiman signing off. Bye-bye.